Once again, this is the MOLLE 2 Rifleman 3-Day Assault Pack by Specialty Defense Systems, made in the USA. I'm not sure how I'm breaking these videos up, so I just want to make sure everybody knows that, because this is a review of this pack. This is the main compartment. It has two zippers that are mega heavy duty YKK zippers. They're supposed to be self-healing zippers. I have not had them burst on me yet. Knock on wood. There's an outside pouch, which is for my immediate use items. It's a small pouch, which is just big enough for some toilet paper. Actually, that's paper towels. And my first aid kit. Very basic first aid kit. That's all that goes in there. Then there is another outside pouch with dual YKK zippers again. It's a pretty large pouch, and you'll see I have my pot holder knife that I made. I have an extra pair of socks. I have I believe this is a USGI wool scarf, tubular scarf. I have some steel baling twine, baling wire. I have some oatmeal, instant oatmeal. I believe there's 7 packs of oatmeal there. That's breakfast for 7 days. I have some raisins. I have about a 2-pound pack of a mixture of pecans, peanuts, and sunflower seeds. I have my stainless steel Boy Scout spoon and my stainless steel cup that I cook in. I have a pretty good sized chunk of tin foil. And I have I call this my little billy can. It's actually a coffee pot, a percolator type coffee pot. I cook in that as well. It's made out of aluminum. And that's all that goes in there. That's pretty much my food pouch. And inside of this pouch is another pouch with Velcro closure that's a little bit larger than this outside pouch. And inside of it, I have my pipe and tobacco. I have my hygiene kit. And I have a couple repair buckles in case one of the buckles on my pack breaks. And that's that. The main pouch has my my winter coat, which is just a insulated flannel shirt. It has my gun cleaning kit. I don't normally carry this stuff. I just wanted to pack out the bag and see how much it would hold, and try to put some items in there that I would think I might need for a 7-day trip. This is a gun cleaning rod with just a couple patches. And a cleaning rag that I can lay down to disassemble my 10-22 rifle. I have some oil. I just stuck this in there. I wouldn't take such a big thing of oil if I was going to do this for real. I have a brush to clean out anything that's in action. And I have this little utility hammer, which is everything I need to tear down my 10-22. I really don't need this, but it's so convenient. I just had to put it in here. But it has 3 different screwdrivers inside of it. And they all fit inside each other, and they fit into the hammer. I believe they're only Phillips screwdrivers, but this is what I use to clean my rifle at home, so I thought I'd just throw it in there. getting a little off track with that. The main pouch is just one big pouch, and then it also has a back pouch, which this is an actual pouch where you could put your water bladder if you had one or something. It comes with a thin but sturdy plastic back support, and in front of that is a pretty thick black foam back support. And then it also has these white straps, which are just white 1.5 inch straps, and I believe that's used for airborne operations, because they say this pack is approved for airborne operations, and I believe those straps are to secure it to something when you're jumping out of a plane. I don't know. I'm not that guy. This is my food. I have barley, rice, coffee filters for filtering water or anything else. I have a couple extra Ziploc baggies. I have all-purpose flour, which has a hole in it. I have cornmeal. I have a washcloth. I have instant potatoes. This is some tinder for a fire. I have another washcloth. I have a seasonal type spice pack that I just made up myself. I have dehydrated milk and some more tinder, and another mesh bag or bug net for my head that can be used for gathering. It can be used to keep bugs off my head, or it can be used as a water filter to filter out large particles. I have a poly fleece blanket that is very lightweight. I have 2 liters of water, plus I have 2 16.9 fluid ounce containers of water as well that I keep in the canteen pouch. So I have essentially 3 liters of water. I have a large section of thick utility rope, 50 feet. And I have some thick plastic sheeting for a makeshift shelter or for whatever other purpose. You can make a solar still, but from what I understand, they don't really produce much water. I can find better ways. I'll boil my water if I need to. And then what I did, on the back of this pack, it has these little, like, well, they're not D-rings, but they're like little metal rings. And the purpose of these is so that you can take the radio pouch, which I have, but that's in my other pack, and you can attach it to that. So what I did instead is I took a piece of, I think this is 3/4 inch strap or 5/8 strap, and I put a buckle on it, and I ran it across from one D-ring to the other, and then I attached my 3-mag pouch to that, and it essentially gives me the same thing that you would have with some of the more civilian type packs. You got the little thing on the back for all your little doodads. There's an emergency whistle that I got from Nexus, I believe. I have a brush, which is just for cleaning my pots or whatever. I have a little garden trowel, which is pretty heavy duty for digging. In the center of it, I have my GPS. This is a Garmin GPS Map 60 CSX. It's a pretty good GPS. I didn't buy that GPS, by the way. It was lent to me by somebody. I couldn't afford to buy one. I have my fire steel. I have my tinder box, which I can use. This is set up so I can also make char cloth or natural char material with it. And then I have this pill bottle, which is stuffed chock full of very fine birch bark, and that's the main thing I use to start fires. The fire steel and the birch bark, they will both work when wet. They will both work in the rain, they'll work in the cold, they'll work in the desert. They'll work when I'm standing upside down and hanging from a tree limb. And that's it. That's everything.